Good morning everyone. So as promised, I thought I'd give you a progress report update on Romantic Country 2, so the second tale. This is my members book, but I want to show you the progress of where we are. It's fairly hefty now. We've been working on it just over a year, I think. And I'm really proud of the achievements. Obviously there's some pages that didn't come out as I would have liked them to, but that's going to happen when you colour a whole book. But the majority of it I'm really proud of. So I was going to give you a quick flip through. This book is done entirely in Prismas. We have used acrylic paint as well, but I'll let you know where we have, and extreme glitter Mod Podge. So we haven't done the maps or anything at the front because we haven't finished. So let's get to the pages we have done. We've done a lot. This was the very first page that we coloured, and I'll bring you in, try and get the whole book in one shot. There we go. Yeah, very, very proud of this. I loved how we did it. And this is just Prismas. So I won't spend too long on each page, just because there is a lot to cover. This was our Christmas page. Now this was the one I was not as keen on. I don't know why. I mean, when you look back, it's lovely. It's got extreme glitter on it. Can you see that? Shining away there on the trees. But I don't know why. Maybe the background was too dark. I'm not sure. I do like how it came out, but I would change things. I don't know what I would change. Probably the background. But yeah, there's that one. This one we're still to do. The larder. It's going to take forever. Okay, we had bleed through because I'd used, I sprayed, we used chalk initially, and I used a fixative and it pushed it straight through the page. So this was a fix, hence the black background, but I think we managed and stepped up to the challenge very well. And it came out really pretty actually with that black background. There are some pages in Eriy's book that are a real challenge that you look at and you think, how the heck am I going to colour that? But yeah, I think we did okay rescuing this page. And then, oh, this one. I mean, it came out beautiful. I love how it came out, but oh gosh, it was to translate what my thoughts were into video was really difficult. And to start with, we used pastel on the background and then coloured over it, which is why we had the bleed through. I don't use fixative or anything now. I just put wax paper that I get from Amazon, which is just a food grade wax paper, to protect the pages in between. But when you're colouring, you can get some transfer. So the latest scheme that I've come up with is parchment paper, because you get a big bulk like this, which I brought when I was diamond painting years ago. You get a big bulky one like this and it fits most of the big books in one go, so you can colour your heart away without worrying about colour transfer. And then to match that page we did this one. So I brought out the colours that were in here, brought out the colours that were in the clouds and the little bit that was in the moon, and transferred them over here to our unicorn. Now she does have, I don't know if you can pick up on that, she does have extreme glitter on her and she shimmers beautifully. Yeah, so very pleased with those two. And then we did this one, which you haven't seen yet at all because I stopped showing the book so that I could do a full flip through of where we are. We've done so many now that I felt that it would be, got some transfer on there, nothing Thule Art can't fix. I thought it would be lovely for members and you guys to see how far we've come and how many videos there are now up on my members channel that if you want to, they're there and they'll always be there. So yeah, but yeah, I had some, what did I have here, bleed through or something. I had something down here, so I had to make this gravel path, but I like this page. I like how it turned out in the end. And then we're currently working on this double page. I need to bring you out just slightly. There we go. We're currently working on this double page. So this is what was released this Sunday. And then we'll finish this page next Sunday. But I think it's going to be so pretty when it's done. And I just thought, why can't we have a pink manor house? I mean, why? Yeah, I don't care. And it just fitted with this one because there was nothing that we couldn't put subtle colours in that would match with the pink. So I think my biggest headache is choosing colours. Is it yours? I'll put that back in for now. And then we did this one. Sorry, it's protecting the pages while I colour so we don't get that transfer. We did this, the Madam Spencer's closet, isn't it? Or Madam Spencer's something or other. Yeah, it might be her closet. So, and I was really pleased with the royal blue-purple combination that I came up with to create the carpet and the furniture, just to make it look real luxurious. Very pretty. And of course the Thule arts work overtime in this book. But I promised when I started that other than acrylics then and Prismas and Thule arts that I wouldn't use anything else, so that anybody following could just pick it up really quickly and easily. We put up some colour conversion charts in our Facebook group so that those that didn't have Prismas could still follow along. So that's that page. I think this is just, yeah, obsolete. Let's move on. And then we did the ball page. Gosh, we've done so much. And this was where we started to, I think we coloured over, I can't remember if it was Prisma or we coloured over black acrylic paint here. I think it was possibly Prisma around the edges and then we filled it in dark. I can't remember exactly. But we had a ball doing this one. Yeah, so these were the evil twins, I decided. And this was their mother. And you have to be wary of her because she's, yeah, she can be really cruel. So, yeah, I was pleased with how it came out. That one. And then this one, I love this part of the page, but I hate the sky, which was acrylic paint. So I might say to my members, and there is a mini Monday on how I did these trees, these fir trees. I might say to my members, when we finish, let's go back and change that sky because I hate it. So I'd probably just use some matte acrylic paint, white it out, and then put some blue maybe or something on it. Yeah, so that's one of the pages that I keep looking at and thinking I really don't like it. So, but we can change it easy enough. It's just acrylic paint, nothing that we can't fix quickly. So, yeah, there we go. There's that one. You can see how we're coming along, can't you? This one. And I was going to do autumn trees, and when I'd done them, I hated it. So I did some acrylic paint trees. Very, very simple. It might not look it, but it is really simple. And I rescued the page. I had great fun doing that. Really, really enjoyed it. And that sort of inspired then my watercolour painting that I did for a while, because I'd been on and followed a tutorial and just enjoyed it so much that, yeah. So it's amazing the things that spring up when you're colouring a book, and the things I've learnt as well. My members tell me they've learnt so much, but the things I've learnt as well, you know, the colour combinations that go in this book, I can't even count. I know somebody is making a notebook of it, but the amount of colour combinations in here, I wouldn't even like to hazard a guess. So, and then these two pages, Uncle Willie's Barn, I'm super proud of this one. I love that. I love how that came out. And I don't know what they're all called without looking at the back, but the windmill page. So I tried to do very similar stone to Uncle Willie's Barn here to keep the pages together. I think we used the same combination that's in these trees for these shrub bushes. And yeah, just to sort of try and harmonise the page, if you like. They're both, I love these two pages. I really do. I think they're beautiful. And then I hated both of these pages. This one in particular. So we obviously we coloured the page in Prismas, but I tried to reduce the big thick grey lines by colouring right up to them dark like a shadow, because they were really bulky and it just put me off the whole thing. So here I love the sky and the soft palette of this page. I'm really pleased actually with how this turned out in the end. It was just one of those sort of meh pages, do you know what I mean? No, you don't get excited about it. It's nothing, you know, nothing exciting at all. But I really did enjoy it. And this, when it came out, I was really pleased with how that turned out in the end. So I was trying not to do all my very favourite pages in one go. When I thought about it, and we start to draw closer to the end, I was trying not to do all my very, very favourite pages all in one go. And so now we're working our way through all these big or difficult or pages that I've looked at and gone, oh no, if I had a choice I wouldn't colour it. Do you know what I mean? When you get a colouring book, it's very rare that you want to colour every single page. There aren't too many in here, thankfully. So this was an early on one, and I love it. I can't remember where I got the idea of the depth of the forest from, but I think it might have been when we'd been away on holiday and I took some photographs of the woodlands that we walked through. This one has a ton of extreme glitter on the crystals and on the background. But again, quite a lot of fun doing that one. And one that we've done, not sorry about that rustling, let me just move that out of the room. I'll just tuck it in. One that we've done fairly recently was the Birdhouses. Again, very soft and subtle, but I love it. And it was such a relaxing page because all I did was took the same colour combinations and dotted them around and just sort of changed them up. And I'm really, really pleased with how that one came out too. And instead of doing green leaves, we had pink, which just sort of brightened it up a bit. This is probably my favourite page in the book that we've done, I think, at the moment. I don't know, I can't until we go further on. But the treehouse I absolutely love. I loved doing it, I loved how it ended up, and I'm so very pleased with it. And yeah, it wasn't the easiest to do as a tutorial, but we managed it and people really enjoyed it, as did I. So yeah, I think it's like, I don't know whether it's the limited colours, I don't know, but boy did I, yeah, the colour combinations that I would never have come up with in my life. It really has pushed me to do that in this book. And in other colouring when I'm doing it on my own now. Still yet to do that one. This one, I was dreading this page, absolutely dreading this page. It's like, oh, what the heck is that? How am I going to colour that? But we did, and I really like how it turned out in the end. Yeah, just kept a few colours and then picked the sand colour to go in the background, which made sense to me. So I don't think there's any Mod Podge glitter. No, I don't think there is, because what I discovered on this paper is, although it's really thick, even Mod Podge glitter, which lays flat, gives you a texture on the next page when you're colouring. So I might go back at the end and add glitz and glamour and things to it once we've finished colouring it all. But there's that page. And then, see, I'm trying to keep some of the more exciting pages available. Oh, we did this one, love this page. This is a whole pencil background, which we did in little tiny sections, bit by bit, to build up an entire background. It's actually easier than you think. And on our Facebook group, members share pages, and they've just done it beautifully. They've just really, you know, rose to the challenge, if you like. These flowers I'm really thrilled with. I hated the look of them, so I changed them, as you can see. I didn't like how they looked in the book, so I just changed the design with pencil, just dark pencils, and then Tule Art to highlight that edge. But I really love how that one came out. So we're yet to do, that one. Can't leave that one. Oh yeah, the shoemaker, or actually this one's called the leprechaun, but to me it's the elf and the shoemaker. And the double page spread. I think we did this over 3 weeks because that background, wow, just took forever. But I like it. I like how it came out. I'm very pleased with him. Yeah, very pleased with it. This was a page that I was absolutely dreading. The entire time we'd been colouring, I kept whinging about this page. And saying to my members, how the heck am I meant to colour that? So I came up with 3 colour combinations. Was it 3 or 4? 1, 2, 3, 4. And we stuck to the 4 and then just dotted them about. And then I didn't want a dull background because the keys were dull. So I came up with this bright red. My theory was that they were laying on some kind of velvety cushion, like on a display case. And yeah, I'm actually really pleased with how it came out. For a page that I was dreading, for months I was dreading doing this page. And then I suddenly just thought, you know, you're going to have to tackle it because it was spoiling the experience for me. So yeah, I went for it and did it, and I actually really love how it turned out. I don't think I'd change it. And then of course over here, see, this is what I'm talking about. This it will erase. I will be able to erase it, but that's why I've switched to using this parchment paper while I'm colouring. And I'm going to then cut it down to fit the right size of each page, because this one, most standard books, it's fine, but on an Eriy book, it's too short. So you get some kind of bleed through, or transfer, should I say. So this is our little leprechauns, and the sugar has got Mod Podge Extreme glitter on, and I just wanted it nice and pastel-y and soft, which is what we did. Like a traditional old-fashioned tea set. Well, that's what we did. Oh, the giant hawthorn tree. Wow. That tree, we call the trees in this book the mega beasts, and this was a mega beast because all that colouring and brown, and then I had to come up with a combination that would complement all the other wood bits in there but not be the same. There was a lot of wood, so I had to come up with some new combinations so that they didn't just all blend in. So yeah, there's a combination here, a combination here on the floors, a different combination, the doors and the bed, obviously the tree, and then we had to have the mushrooms, the little fire twigs. Yeah, it was a challenge, I can tell you, but I'm thrilled with how it came out. I really like it. I really like it. Ugh, this one. Wow. This was the most challenging page I've ever done on camera, I think. These are repairs. This one, and this one. Yes, that's it. These 3 mushrooms. I had coloured them in purple and I hated it. So I photocopied the spare copy of Romantic Country that I got, and if you join, you'd see me colouring a mushroom top on my hospital bed, on my hospital table by my bed. It was the most bizarrest thing I've done, but we got there, and I'm pleased with how it did turn out. And if I hadn't pointed out that they were repairs, you wouldn't know, would you? So very pleased with that. I've kept this beautiful little fairy because she's going to be, as we draw really close to the end, I'm trying to keep the nicer pages that really inspire me until later on, because I don't want to colour everything I love and then all I have left is, you know, the ones that are not very inspiring to me. This was quite early on, and we did the double mermaid page. I can't remember what it's called, but yeah, I love how it came out. I love how the water looks like it's coming up to the surface. Yeah, really lovely. Lots of gold on this one, so I had to come up with different picture frames to make this anchor look like it was rusty or it had got some algae growing on it. Yeah, lots of different golds. Again, a challenge. Erie's books are a challenge. A different combination for the rocks on the background because they were underwater and I didn't just want them to look grey. The sand. Yeah, wow. When you look back at the work that's gone into it, how many hours we've spent doing it, it's that one is already on my YouTube channel from ages ago. I did with Black Widow pencils, but we are going to revisit it with Prismas. Oh, we did the love letter, and what I did here was blank out the book. It's got all sorts of writing on it, and sort of aged the page around the edges, and we've whited this out, and my idea was that we'll put the completion date of the book in here when we're done, so we know when we finished it. And I could even put the start date in there as well, because just go back and have a look at the video. But yeah, so I think I'm going to try and transfer those colours over to here to harmonise things, but we will see. And this was one of my favourite pages in the book, and this is Diagon Alley. It's not really Diagon Alley, I can't remember what it's called, Wizards something or other I think, but again came out very well I think in the end. Gosh, it seemed to take forever to do it on video anyway because of all these individual shops. Yeah. I can't clear my throat. This was our Easter page. This time last year we did the Easter page, all pastel-y and beautiful, whereas this one's not going to be able to be pastel-y and beautiful, so there'll be a great contrast. Yeah, but I did enjoy it, and discovered my love of yellow and purple here. Yeah, really did enjoy it, considering there was a million eggs. So that was a how many is that? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 3 colour combination, and I just mixed it about to keep so that it just wasn't too much in your face. I just mixed the egg combinations around. These ones were yet to do because, like I said, I'm keeping the ones that inspire me a little bit more now. Now I'm realising that I'm running out of very inspirational pages for myself. I love this one. We did black acrylic paint, and then we brought the colours in to get lighter and lighter towards our 2 little owls sat snuggled up in this little nook of the tree. And I do love this page. I do love how it came out. It's beautiful, I think, anyway. We've just done this one. This was last week, I think, we did this. Chapter 5, Cheerful Town Scenes. Again, I'm so enjoying doing this book. I'll be glad when it's done, but I am so enjoying doing this book, and I've really grown to appreciate Erie's style of illustration, and really enjoy it. My favourite bit is this little sheep down here. I love him. So I've kept some of these combinations for that larder that I showed you at the beginning, the bottles, the apples, because all that kind of thing is in there. Okay, again, a favourite. Again, not so favourite. I've got an idea of how I want to do it, but I keep putting off doing it. Well, that's not true. I'm trying to get through some of the more difficult double page spreads to leave us with these lovely pages left to keep us boosted. I think we're nearly there, folks. There's a couple more. Oh, we did this one right back at the beginning. This has, what's it called? What is it called? It is called, hang on. Oh, glossy accents. It's got glossy accents on the magnifying glass and on the little tortoiseshell glasses. Again, a page that didn't inspire me, but we went for it. I love how the quill came out. And then Pancake Party, probably one of my favourites in the book. I love how this came out. I don't know if you can see, but that soft pastel. It's not meant to be bokeh before anybody says anything. It's just meant to be like a party decorations background. So we took green, blue, pink and purple, pastel tones, and we put them in the background, so they're in the circles, but the background has also got those colours in it. And then, yeah, so we have a Princess Diana style hair. But I do love how it came out. And I was really worried about my bear because I felt he was too dark, but I quite like the dark bear now with the black cat. And then, oh yeah, the circus page. We did it at night because they're moving. So, and also so that the confetti would pop out, which it does. And we drew some little flowers on our acrylic grass. Not much to say about that one really. I did enjoy it, but yeah, so we decided that the circus troupe was moving at night, so therefore it was black. And there is some little extreme glitter, I don't know if you can pick up on them, extreme glitter like stars on there. And we've got these two to do, and this is right up there with my favourites. I absolutely love this. I saw a colour palette on Google and fell in love with this blue, beige and sort of red colour. And so this was where that was inspired from. And I love how it turned out. I love the sky. Yeah, I love the whole thing. I think it's just really pretty. Just the colours that work so well together. So we took that combination, and obviously, as you can see, again, we just kept twisting it, and until we'd got different looking balloons, but we'd used all the same colours. So really love that page. And that, my lovelies, is it. We are so close to finishing. We think that it will possibly be September that we're finished. So we are so close to finishing, and then we will be voting for our new book. So if you want to come and join us, it's really cheap to join. It's £2.99 a month, £2.99 a month, if I'm correct. Yes, I am correct. And we have so much fun. We've got a Facebook group, we've got a WhatsApp group where we chat, and there's a lot of stupidity, as you can imagine, that goes on in our groups, but we do enjoy it, and we're really beginning to grow as a tiny little community ourselves. So come and join us if you want a bit of a boost. And then, like I say, come September, we're hoping we'll be voting for our brand new book. We're hoping that it won't be anything as complex as this one, but what an achievement. I'm so proud of us all that we've come this far. So thank you for joining me. Thank you so much to all my members that have made this possible, because without that drive behind me, I would never have got this far. This is the furthest I've ever coloured in any book, ever. And it's probably one of the most challenging books I've ever coloured in, ever. But yeah, I'm so proud of us all. So thank you. Thank you for joining me. Please like and subscribe. I know YouTube are people aren't getting my notifications. So I post on a Monday and a Thursday on here. Sunday is my members page and Wednesday is my Patreon page. They're all linked down below if you want to join. There's a link for them there. So yeah, so thank you for joining me. No mini Monday this week because I really wanted to do this, and then I'll be back on Thursday. I'm not sure what we're going to do on Thursday, but I'll come up with something. Unless you've got any suggestions, then let me know and I'll go with the majority down below. Alright, thank you guys. So until I see you again on Thursday, or before if you're part of my members or Patreon, take really good care of yourselves and I'll see you very soon. Bye.